You have small shoulders or shoulders that lag behind the rest of your body, I can guarantee you're probably doing at least one or all of these things wrong. Let me show you today how to fix them. First up, we got lateral raises. And what I'm showing you here is one of the most common things people do wrong. They're picking too much weight, hands are in front of their body, and they're just squeezing their traps to get that weight moving. The shoulders are doing maybe 20% of this exercise. They're either doing that, or if they're not doing that, what they're doing is they're getting here, they're starting correct, and they're letting their hands lead the movement up. When in reality, what you should be doing is locking those arms in that bent position, so I'm not straight, I'm not all the way bent, I'm halfway bent, I'm locked in that position, slight lean forward, and then my elbows are leading me out. So at the top of the movement, my elbow is higher than my wrist, right there. Now the opposite of what I just showed you, or what most people do is the opposite, wrist is higher than the shoulder. So again, elbows locked in, slight lean forward, up to about shoulder height, with the elbows and back down. That's how you fix your lateral raise. Next up, we got front raises. And what people are doing here, the common most things you see people doing wrong is they're coming behind their body. So they're coming here behind their body and they're just swinging that weight up. And then again, just like those laterals, the shoulders aren't doing a whole lot of anything. There's a lot of swing and a lot of momentum. They're doing this, or they're doing the one arm version. They're just doing here. And again, they're just too much weight and they're just swinging it up. Okay, so what you want to do, I like to turn my wrists down. If I'm doing this, the double arm version, my wrists are down. Again, elbows in the lock position. I want to act like my wrists are hooks, holding that weight for my shoulders to raise up. I'm under control. There's no swinging. My delts are moving the weight up and they're controlling the weight on the way down. If I'm doing the single arm version, I'm going to turn my hands here like I'm doing a thumbs up to the ceiling, and then I'm here, control, pause, come back down, pause. All that tension's on that delt. There's no momentum, there's no traps working. My wrist is in that right position. That's how you fix your front raise. Next up, shoulder press. So what people do here, the first thing, the biggest thing they do here, they pick too much weight. They're only coming about halfway down and they're just injuring their shoulders. This is not an exercise you need a ton of weight on, I don't believe. You can have people in the comments saying I'm wrong, but I feel like you should cut the weight, not in half, but a little over half. Turn those elbows in, get here and push here. That's gonna be so much less stress on your shoulder joints, and you're gonna feel a lot more on your shoulders and less on your traps. And another thing you can do here, those wrists, you can slightly turn them down here, and again, almost let your pinkies lead you up. That's gonna put a lot more tension on that shoulder joint. So that's how you fix your shoulder press. Go from here pressing, tuck those elbows, turn them down, cut the weight in half almost, and press. If you're finding this video helpful so far, subscribe to the channel. I have tons of videos on how to grow your shoulders, arms, legs. I got everything on there. Subscribe to the channel. Next up, incline rear delt fly. So again, this is almost like the lateral raise and the front raise. People are picking too much weight and letting those elbows drive you back. And all I'm feeling with this is my traps. My traps are squeezing and doing almost 100% of the work. My rear delt's taking a little bit of the work, but it's mainly traps. So what you want to do here, almost all the way straight those arms out. So here straight, you're gonna go from straight, bend them a little bit, and then lock in that position. I'm turtle shelling my upper back over that bench, and then I'm just focusing on, again, just like the laterals, I'm letting my elbows lead me out, and then I'm pausing. I'm still in a squeeze in that rear delt, pausing. I'm controlling that way down, squeezing to the top. The rear delt is a small muscle, so you gotta really make sure you do everything you can to make sure it's working and not everything else around it. Squeeze that rear delt, coming down. That's how you fix your rear delt fly. Next, upright rows. So instead of showing you how to fix the barbell upright row, which I absolutely hate, I've never really felt that ton of my shoulders, and it killed my shoulder joints in general. I'm gonna show you two different things you can do that are gonna feel much better and are still an upright row. First option you got is the rope upright row, and the reason I like this version and the next one I'm gonna show you is your hands aren't locked in that bar range of motion. You can almost let your hands come toward the front of your body, and you can almost pull them apart and drag up to target those shoulders and not those traps, or absolutely destroy your shoulder joints. Keep that rope in front of you, keep the elbows up high, same as everything else. Elbows always lead the wrists up. So we don't want to stop just short of getting up to that chest, coming down. And we've also got the dumbbell upright row. It's almost the same thing as that rope. Your hands can start in the middle of your body and then kind of pull up and out instead of that bar being that locked range of motion. It's a lot easier in that shoulder joint, and you're gonna feel it more in the shoulders than the traps. Again, you want to emphasize stopping those dumbbells just at chest height, coming down. No higher than that. Once you start getting here, it's traps. So we want to make sure it's low, front of the body, elbows lead the wrists. I promise you, you fix All those problems that you're having with your shoulder training, you're gonna have big round shoulders before you know it. If you like this video, guys, if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, and as always, stay swole.